Paid advertising is entering a brand new era. The new era of rising prices and lower ROIs on cash collected in your business is coming. And you need to learn how to adapt to your business. I've learned how to get the maximum amount of cash coming in from Facebook and Instagram ads. And I have good news for you. There are ways to work around this and win by creating killer Facebook ad testing campaigns that will 25x in the new economy and inject cash into your pocket in 2025. I know this because I've spent over 20 million in paid advertising for me and my clients. I practice what I preach. In the last 28 days, I generated millions of views on my ads. I've run certain styles of ads that are massive opportunity to blow up your business in 2025. So make sure you subscribe and let's jump into it so you can learn more. Hey, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to print millions of dollars and 25x with your testing campaigns. As you see here in this ad account right here, I've spent over $700,000 just on this ad account. We have many other ad accounts that have made tens of millions of dollars on the online space selling info. So I want to get you guys here and show you exactly what testing campaigns we ran that actually made us a ton of money in 25x star campaigns. So first here, as you see here, you can see basically all the ads up here that made us a lot of money from top to bottom. And I'm going to go through something called the sandbox. The sandbox testing campaign right now is a campaign that basically depending on certain angles made us a lot of money. So I want to show you here what those look like in this video. So right here, as you can see, this is the sandbox right here. What I do in a sandbox is I create multiple ads in different angles. As you see here, the ROIs here, 6.3, 6.2, 7.3. And I'm going to show you what these ads kind of look like. So if I go to one right here, if you're testing, some of this I'm going to blur out, some sensitive information here, but as you see here, you can see we had different angles. So what we do is we hire UGC creators, we use my face, and we use different faces to see what's going to work. But sometimes we basically run ads where we're wearing bright colors because bright colors work very well. And the next thing is we run. So one of the ads is really bright colors with a different face. The next ad is going to be like a talking to themselves. So this ad right here, it's basically an ad where they're just talking to themselves. It's a really good ad where she's basically dressing up and talking to herself. So for example, you can get ideas of this on TikTok, and basically you're kind of like, oh, did you see that marketing agency over there? And then she turns around and goes, oh yeah, I did see them. They're the ones that, run paid ads and get your results. And then you're kind of like talking to one another, if that makes sense. So if I go here, you can see one of the angles right here. And she's talking to herself. And if you run ads like that, it's a great way to test and write scripts as well. Another one is of me running. So like I did like a script, a test of me running, and I would run and I would talk and run. And that worked really well as testing. You want to test different angles. Another one is a photo ad. So like photo ads could be another one. So you want to test different angles of different things to see what's going to pop off, As you can see here, basically, yeah, that's kind of like what it is for that. So you can really see here like the results of, testings. Obviously you'll see like a lot of red here, but it doesn't mean we didn't make sales. It just means maybe it didn't get tracked properly. And if it did not make sales, we still got booked calls. Maybe the sales team was lacking or something like that. But you can see here the ads that really outperformed everything. So there's definitely like, when you want a 25 extra ads, you want to make sure that you have the right system in place. And I'm going to show you in a second exactly how to create this campaign. So let's go back all the way here. Let's create this campaign together. Hold on a second. I want to go here and I want to create the campaign with you today on what it's look like. So everyone's different. So if you're an e-commerce company, it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm going to show you guys if you're a coaching company, a social media marketing Or even if you're just like like a normal service-based business, you could be a roofer or something like that. So look at this right here. What I'm gonna do is I've optimized for leads. I'm gonna do continue. Manual. I like to do manual. Some people like to do tailored. I do manual. You're gonna name this. I always name this sandbox because it's kind of like you're just testing stuff. You can do automatic, auto, and you can put the date. So whatever the date is, Feb 20, and then you can put the date there and keep it nice and clean. The next thing here is you're gonna make sure everything is clicked on, make sure everything is good. Um, Advantage campaigns are good to do, but we're not gonna do those right now. The next thing is here, you're gonna name this. Let's do interest-based interest. And let's do, for example, we have a lot of, as you see here, as you can see here, we have a lot of clients. We have a ton of clients, but I want to go down and then each one of these, I want to put more money, the better. Always the more money, always the better. To be honest with you, I like to do $50 in each one. That's just me. But you can get away with 20, 25. I want to set it for the next day, 12 a.m. We're gonna be going through this together, guys. And this could work for ecom, this could work for info products, any of that good stuff. I like to start off, if you're just starting ads, I like to start with just United States. If you're not starting, you're already experienced, you're already running ads, then put United Kingdom, Australia, all the big five. Depending if you're in other countries as well, you can do that as well. The next thing is here, you're gonna switch that up, and then you're gonna show a minimum age. Depending on your product, you do the minimum age, switch to original audiences. I like to switch to original because I like to see things better. It basically brings up the genders and everything, which I like to like. Depending on your niche, you can play around with that stuff. Um, and then the next thing is you're gonna find your targeting. So detailed targeting. So detailed targeting, what is that? So you're gonna be targeting, for example, roof. So if you want to do roofing, for example. Um, employees, roofing contractor. You're gonna go to roofing websites. You know what I mean? Roofing contract. So building construction contract. So if you're in like the home improvement, roofing, you start targeting stuff. You get the point here. If I do suggestions, you can keep building it. Obviously try to make sure your audience is not as big as this is too big. If your info, usually I like to do 10 million and below. If you are e-commerce, around the same. That's kind of like, I like big audiences. I don't like small audiences. A lot of people like doing 1 million, 2 million, but I like bigger audiences. They work better anyways, in my opinion. And then the next thing is you're gonna move on. And you can always put the age up. If you think someone's buying your roof and you think they're an older person that owns a house, then put 25. You know what I mean? That's like kind of like, it's all common sense. Um, Next thing is going down, make sure your Instagram account is in there. Make sure if you don't have an Instagram account, it's fine. You can run without it. And the next thing is you're gonna put a creative. You're gonna put your image or your video. I like to do 3 in each one. So when you see interest, I like to do 3 in each one. Make sure that you click here when you're under interest here because you're putting your interest. Make sure that you put website and make sure it's on website if you're going to generate calls. And you're gonna obviously put your pixel. So whatever your pixel is, if your high rose pixel, whatever, you're gonna do leads. Calls work really good. I like to test both, but start off with leads. If you're booking calls, start off with leads. If you're in e-commerce, you're doing purchases, put purchases, all depending on what you're doing. Um, and then obviously, make sure, like I said, this should have been switched already to 12 a.m. And then move on to next. That looks good. And then now you're going to put your website here and then you are going to write your copy. So, you're probably wondering now, like, what is the copy you're going to write? Like, the creative. I told you, like, you can design creatives basically, talking to each other. And then, getting inspiration in the Facebook library, you can get inspiration here. So you can do like get inspiration and people when they're running ads. A lot of people run their ads differently. You want to be creative. So you can do something, you can always grab what they're doing and then make it better. It definitely can be a different background. Obviously, it's a different face. You can hire somebody to replace the face, obviously, and you can write a script. Write a script. Get to work, write a script and write a good script. I mean, that's the only way you're going to succeed. And write different versions, like write a talking head one where you're talking to each other, do like an outside one when you're walking, do a bunch of different scripts. And that's how you're going to get ideas for creatives and all that stuff, as well as ad copy. So ad copy, you never want to copy people. You always want to get inspiration. It's all about inspiration. So the next thing you want to do here is you want to, here, I just put an image here. And the image here basically is just a random image. This doesn't mean I'll run this. I don't run these type of images, but you could, depending on the type of business you're running. The next thing is the primary text. So the primary text is obviously the first thing you're going to state your avatar. So like, for example, let me do this. So look, attention, uh, looking for 5 roofers that want to be number 1 in their city. The next thing is you're going to put we will generate 5 new roofing jobs without you lifting a finger. No need for tech skills. Posting on Craigslist, referrals, or any of that nonsense. We have a track record with big brands. You can put the track records. Jim with Roofing Pros, Nancy with Roofing Central, John with Rocket Roofs. Just an example. The leads for you and turn them into booked roofing jobs. Click learn more. Watch my demo. So this is just off the cuff. Obviously, it's going to be a lot bigger. The ad copy, it could be smaller. This is off the cuff. So basically, you want to find inspiration, obviously, and write your own copy. This is just kind of like main points is calling out your avatar, announcing, their cons that they're doing that you want them to know. Put some results in there. If you don't have results, then you can always work for free for someone and then get some results and start using results. Give them some enticement. We'll generate the leads. You turn them into booked roofing jobs, and we'll guarantee you the 20 next bookings in the next 30 days. You can say something like that and then click learn more, watch the demo. And then you can do here is you can basically write a headline saying this got John 2 million a year. So you can do something like that. And it's pretty simple as that. There's no secret sauce. It's really just that. It's really just finding inspiration in the ads library, writing stuff. Look at his ad copy. It's so short. So that's what I'm saying. Like short could work, long could work. You want to test different angles. And you want to test a bunch. The whole purpose of me showing you the sandbox is a testing ground. That's why we're doing this. And then you're going to duplicate this. Let's pretend that I duplicate this. And now I'm going to add a different image. And I could test the same copy. That's fine. But now I'm going to use a different image. I don't know why this error is coming up right now. But you're going to reuse a different image. And let's pretend I want to duplicate the interest. Now I'm going to make lookalike audiences or put another interest. Let's pretend I want to do interest roofing magazines. You know what I mean? So then now you change this to magazines. So now you put magazines instead and you delete these. And then you duplicate it again, and then you put lookalike on it. Make lookalike audiences, which are lookalike audience. If you already know what it is, it's basically you're gathering. Let's pretend that you're running ads and people are viewing your ad. You're making those people that viewed your ad into hundreds of thousands of people. Like it basically imitates those people and gives you a spit image of those people. So then you can run ads to more people, if that makes sense. And you keep doing that, and then you that's how you test. And you keep doing sandboxes and making as many as you can. The more, the better. I would start off with 4 different one of these. So 2 interests and 2 lookalike audiences. Make sure they're like $50 a day. If you have only a lower budget, make sure a lower budget and then see what's going to work. And then what you can do is you can put more copy in here as well. So I think here, depending on what you're optimizing for, AI also basically does some crazy stuff now as well. But you can also add more copy. I would add 2 of them here. So you have 2 different ones and Facebook will decide. It's pretty simple as that. And then it will show, and then you can have that will be the testing. You use Sandbox every time you want to test. You go to Sandbox and you test. And this could 25x your results. When I was running Sandbox campaigns a ton, it 25x the results because at a low ad spend, it would get the results were incredible basically due to not only us being new to the market with our offer, but also like lower budgets seem to perform really well. And when you scale it, depending on the ad, it could perform really well. You know what I mean? If you have any questions, guys, make sure you subscribe. I want you to create killer ads. Send me a picture of your ad to Instagram. Comment down below ads if you would like the guide. I've also created a guide basically showing you the exact method on how to test with ad copies that are already proven to work already, scripts that already work, and you can basically put in a chat GP and make your own version, guys, and I will talk to you soon.